Welcome back. Your mission was a success. Just about the only bright side of the operation, unfortunately. Report to Manderley for a briefing.
I better make my rounds.
Mr. Dent.
Yeah?
The prisoners on level 3 are a sensitive matter. Leave the interrogations to Mr. Simons. You are authorized to receive your orders from Joseph Manderley, after which you will return to the helipad.
Simons. You guys from D.C.? What agency?
Please proceed to Manderley's office. We will expect to see you shortly.
Piece of gossip. Anna Navarra likes your style. I bet you guys would make a nice couple.
Do not question the prisoners yourself.
I'll take you back to the city after you check in.
We will be waiting.
I better make...
Don't worry about what the guys are saying about Hell's Kitchen. If it wasn't for the warehouse, I'm sure you would have helped out with the firefight in front of the hotel. I know for a fact from when you were at the academy that you can do more than throw gas grenades and use a prod. They're full of it. Manderley said...
Just filling out a report on the mop-up operation. Piece of gossip. Anna Navarra likes your... The suits are putting the squeeze on Manderley about this one. Gunther's full of it. Earlier tonight, in the statue, I bet you had at least half a dozen takedowns.
I was here first.
Mr. Manderley is in a meeting, JC. You'll have to wait.
I was told to report for a debriefing.
A debriefing. Do not worry, you passed every test. You will be a most effective weapon for the Coalition.
You'll have to wait a minute. Mr. Manderley is busy.
Be quiet. I am trying to listen.
Just fire the arrogant son of a bitch.
I wasn't exaggerating. He's our best agent.
We don't need him. We've got his brother, and more are on the way.
He knows nothing.
I think he does. You should never have sent him to Hong Kong.
Let's be sensible. We have to look at the whole record.
Look, I understand. He was your pet project, but it's out of my hands. Now that the shipment's been lost.
I know. I will comply with the order.
That's all I ask. Carry on. I'm going downstairs to interrogate the prisoners.
I cannot wait forever.
He will see you when he's ready.
We're looking to you to set an example. I have an important matter to attend to.
Agent Denton, at your service.
Denton. Yes, I hear you're turning out to be quite an asset to the Coalition.
Doing my best, sir. Forgive me, but I do not believe I know your name.
We aren't ready for an introduction yet. No, it's not time. Just keep your nose to the pavement. You'll be well rewarded. Trust me. Carry on, Agent.
Agent?
Looking to you to set an example. I have... We're looking to you to set an example. I have one question.
They already asked. I don't know.
One must admire a man who can keep a secret because he has value. What you know more than others makes money and gives you a measure of power.
You Walton Simons, you think I could be bribed?
Margaret Forsyth under NSF protection in Queens. Your son Richard attending Bronx Science. You see, I have a few relevant facts myself. Care to make a trade?
You wouldn't dare.
I'll give you 2 seconds to decide. Get out of here, Denton. This is none of your business. Time's up. Where is the NSF taking the ambrosia?
They asked me already. I don't know.
Need I remind you that in the case of a national emergency, FEMA has a list of 6 million Americans who will be transported to detention centers? Your tabloids call it RX-84.
Yeah, including the President, Congress, and the Supreme Court.
In my position, I find it very easy to add names to that list.
Go to hell. Telling the truth. The United States government has had emergency powers since World War II. We've never left a state of war.
Speak for yourself. The federal government is just responding to a threat.
A government should be about more than self-perpetuation.
You will confess, by the way. I don't like to dirty my hands with that sort of thing, but you will confess.
If you got interrogated, you wouldn't have any answers either. We both just follow orders.
Certain intellectual properties, aside from the quantities of vaccine, concern me deeply. Has the NSF made any attempt at reverse engineering?
Leave me alone.
I can sum it all up in one word. Self-reliance. That's what we stand for.
How about you tell me where that shipment is being taken?
UNATCO assumes that people are incapable of protecting themselves and therefore should submit to surveillance and intimidation by an outside force. We won't do it.
Well, you could have unloaded the whole shipment in Manhattan, or the airlift.
You said it yourself. Secrets are power.
The governments of the world believe an average citizen should not face the threat of terrorism alone.
We don't need your help. The technology exists today for an individual to protect his property against explosives, firearms, surveillance, intrusion, contamination.
Get the hell out of here, Denton.
350 million fortresses is not my idea of the land of the free.
It's better than one big fortress constructed by a corrupt government against its people.
Is of making you talk.
It's simple numbers. Big companies pay like 2% tax. Well, you and me, we pay like 50. It's the tax code that makes sure big bureaucracy gets bigger and people have no power.
You have an assignment in New York, Agent. I expect you to follow orders.
Let's get back to the subject of the missing vaccine.
All taxes are social engineering. That's always been their real purpose.
I'm not going to stand here and listen to you badmouth the greatest democracy the world has ever known.
What happens is that politicians get money from big companies, so all the social engineering is for making big companies. Like I said, it's simple numbers.
Patient man.
Ask me if I care.
But not that patient.
Government should...
You saw nothing, Denton. Report to Manderley. Your turn. See what you can find out in Manhattan. The real plague, eating at the minds of the American people, is secessionism, regionalism, this new arrogance and sense of entitlement. Once the bug bites, you've already lost the patient.
I won't say it.
Agent Denton, marvelous. In addition to an accuracy weapon modification, I've got some 7.62mm rounds and a couple of multi-tools.
Mr. Carter, I can't tell you how great it is to be a part of UNATCO. You should have seen the fighting in Castle Clinton.
Yeah?
I cleaned the place out.
Went in shooting, huh? I guess that's what this agency is known for.
I never thought I'd see this much action in one mission.
In my day, international peacekeepers were citizens first and soldiers second. You can forget about that extra ammo. I'm only going to give you the multi-tools. I think you should concentrate more on mission objectives and less on the enemy body count. You've got your equipment. Now move out.
Looks pretty bad down here.
Keeps getting worse, too. It must be raining bullets out there.
The NSF aren't kidding around. How you holding up?
Fine. I lost one of the privates because a refrigeration unit went down. That's always hard.
You've got a lot on your hands. Don't beat yourself up over faulty equipment.
You might talk to my friend. He's a little down.
I took a few hits tonight. The doc had to operate. We'll get well soon, soldier. Yes, sir. I will. Dr. Reyes said they took the bullet out, but I still feel it in my stomach. It's like a piece of ice.
Thanks for talking to my friend. He admires you. I knew what I was getting into when I joined up.
By the way, we aren't in such shambles that we can't spare a few medkits. Check the storage closet.
Carry on, Agent. Stop following me. I've already reported you once.
Good to have you back.
Stop following me. I am next. I am losing valuable time.
Hello, JC. Come in. Clerical tasks first. Your op bonus is split between the Castle Clinton and warehouse objectives, 500 each. You get the full 1,000 plus 200 for how you handle the hostage situation in the Battery Park subway station. Good work across the board.
Thank you, sir. Who is that you were meeting with?
Politics, bureaucracy, mismanagement. JC, I've got some bad news. The mission failed.
I would have taken out that JoJo punk, but he wasn't even in the warehouse.
Never mind that. He slipped out before you even got to New York.
What about the shipment?
I'm just going to say it straight, JC. Your brother screwed up. We got nothing, and he's taking the heat this time. The Coalition is letting him go.
What went wrong?
We don't know. He hasn't reported back. The rest of the strike force says he lost his nerve.
I think he was trying to avoid casualties. In Hell's Kitchen, instead of clips for the troops, he was issuing tear gas.
Whatever the case, now it's your turn. We've got one more chance to retake that shipment.
Has it been located?
Take the chopper back to the city. We know they plan to put the Ambrosia on a plane, but we don't know which airfield.
Where should I start?
If I were the NSF, I'd be moving it through the subways, the abandoned parts of the infrastructure.
I'll check out the subways.
I have been waiting for 20 minutes.
Sorry, Anna. What is it?
A new assignment. I think Agent Denton should handle the assassination.
Is there a problem? You lost your appetite?
His enthusiasm in Battery Park was exceptional. The courtyard of Castle Clinton was a graveyard.
It's kind of an exercise, you mean?
I think he will make a good assassin. We should give him the opportunity.
Her pilot jock is waiting for you at the helipad.
Experimental agents perform.
You aren't alone, Anna. If you see your brother, send him my way. He didn't report back.
You have your orders from Mr. Manderley.
Gunther's full of it. Earlier tonight, in the statue, I bet you had at least half a dozen takedowns. At least. We lost a buddy.
Better I take a bullet than an innocent civilian.
He also said I lost my spleen. Dr. Reyes said they took the bullet out, but... the cell block.
Hope this one turns out a little better. You're the agent.
We lost a buddy of ours in the park in Hell's Kitchen. Guess there wasn't much you could do.
Get on the helicopter, Mr. Denton. Simons did not appreciate your interference.
I'd like to know what the feds are doing down...
Please do not keep us waiting. We are needed inside. Please do not keep us...
Let's go.